I don't care.
What a win for the New York Rangers. Second game in a row. Feels a little bit like the Carolina series, except a lot more intense, a lot more stressful. But back-to-back overtime wins. Game 2, Gaudreau had the winner. Game 3, Wenberg with the tip-in on a Gustafsson shot. What a win for the Rangers. They are now 2 games away from the Stanley Cup final. Win Tuesday night and get the opportunity to go back to the Garden on Thursday and clinch a Stanley Cup appearance. Don't want to get too greedy, but a massive, massive 2 wins in overtime for the Rangers, where this series easily, when you look at it, could be 3-0 right now with these 2 games going into overtime. And today the Rangers didn't play great. I mean, I think any Ranger fan would say that. They got outplayed, but they found a way to win. It's another reminder that it feels like this team is destined for something special this year, ultimately the Stanley Cup. But what a win. Lafreniere, Barclay Goodrow, Alex Wenberg. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Joe, give me what you got. What are you thinking right now?
I'm exhausted. I'm dripping with sweat and shit. And
I actually feel like I just played.
Dude, holy shit.
These games are I can only imagine what if we move on, what the Stanley Cup would be like.
They started the game out okay. Obviously you go down or you get the they get the goal by Lafreniere in the response. I mean,
you get the 2 goals from Lafreniere.
Miller or Snyder made a horrible turnover on that on the before the penalty, and then he obviously flicks it out. A little bit of not an unlucky goal. I mean, the positioning wasn't great, and then it gets through Igor's arm, and then Florida's going to come on here. What are they going to do? And then just a beautiful play by a guy who maybe had one of his worst games of his career. Trouba, great head man to Trocheck, drop off to Laf, and then the beauty, just backhander, top shelf, and then a great hit by Gaudreau in front. You go up 2-1, you're feeling good, and then just not a good play by what's his face. That was not. They didn't score on that. But I was talking about Miller took a not great penalty, but the Rempe penalty I thought was bad. I didn't think that was a penalty.
Yeah, I thought it was soft.
And then Miller again, first goal couldn't get it out. They score. Second goal, fans on it. Puck gets knocked out, and then again Reinhart scores off a deflection off of one of the Rangers' legs. So 2-2 after the first. If you look at it through some sort of positive lens or whatever, you're tied, but I mean they got outplayed, and you give 2 power play goals and you're still tied, which is pretty good. What did you think of the first period?
Yeah, I mean, the Lafreniere and Gaudreau sequence, 25 seconds apart was great. It was good to see them be able to bounce back. But yeah, I mean, the first 5 minutes was pretty much all Florida. I mean, they were dominating the first 5 minutes. You of course had the early penalty. Reinhart scores. He's been a guy that, for the most part, has been kept in check this series and this postseason. So you don't want to see him get going, but he scores on the power play. Then he scores again on the power play. So that was a little, hopefully he doesn't. It was 2 power play goals, but hopefully that's not something that kind of gets him going because he could become a major threat in his next 2 games or whatever, however many's left. Ideally, 2 games, Rangers win.
They have more 5-5 goals, right?
Who, the Rangers?
Maybe it's tied because they did have 2 5-5 goals in the first game, the Panthers, and then the Rangers had
the shorthanded
1 more last game, and then they had 2 more this game.
Yeah, they had the 4 5-on-5, and then the 1 shorthanded.
Yeah, so
which, by the way,
the Panthers had 2 5-on-5. So okay, so we have more 5-on-5 goals.
Yeah, Panthers had 2. It was the 2 third period goals, 5-on-5.
But in the second period, dude, when are you kidding me, dude? That Lafreniere goal was incredible.
Nasty. It was nasty.
falling down, backhand, post in. Holy shit!
I have something to ask. Okay, I said I would pick Laugh if Kako didn't play.
No.
Does this count?
No, it doesn't.
No way.
Because he played. I said if he played, then he had him. Yeah. Because you remember that one time I was going to name Trouba up if Hedel played, and Hedel ended up playing, and I stuck with Trouba.
Wait, what?
The game against the Hurricanes, right? Remember,
not that it mattered though, because Hedel never scored.
I know. I'm just saying, but I haven't got one either. With that,
I should have just told you last night. Even if or I should have told you in the last postgame show. Even if Kako plays, I am making a change.
I have Lafreniere next game. I think so.
I take full accountability.
But
yeah, I mean he's Laffy's Lexi Lafreniere. He's arrived, man. He's arrived. I mean that it was beauty, and he could have had 3. He had the 1 point blank too on Bobrovsky as well. He could have had a hat trick.
He also right before that he could have scored too. There was a play where he went in alone and went forehand, try to go or backhand forehand, try to go under the blocker.
Yep, he was incredible. Drive and play, get into the net. He was amazing. And even on that Gaudreau goal, you got to give a lot of credit to Trocheck for being patient and obviously trusting his eyes, because he could have had Lindgren on a breakaway. And he then dumps it off, gives it to Gaudreau. And I mean, a snipe. That might have been. I think that was a better snipe than the overtime.
Does he have a better shot than Austin Matthews?
Gaudreau? I mean, hey. Dude, Gaudreau for Conn Smythe. I mean, we could joke around, but this guy has seriously just taken his play to another level. 4 goals in 80 games in the regular season. 6 goals in 13 games in the postseason. It's just crazy what this guy has been able to do. Just has hit another level. And you got to give him a ton of credit, because a lot of time we look at guys, they have really bad regular seasons, and you're like, all right, what can you do in the postseason? There's some guys that have great regular seasons and don't show up in the postseason, but Gaudreau's winning a lot of fans over, because if he plays like garbage in the regular season, but he's going to be this postseason dominator and this kind of postseason hero, I guess, in a way for us, where he was the game 2 hero today with the 2 big goals, one of them coming shorthanded, of course. The other one coming 25 seconds after Lafreniere tied it in the first, like just 2 massive goals to shift the momentum. He's been everything right, and he blocked the shot late in that game too. Had a big block shot, and a guy that's not afraid to get in front of pucks, which is what makes him a good playoff player. But the scoring element, Conn Smythe, telling you, Barkley Gaudreau, we got to start it. We got to start the campaign.
Dude, he's been so good. I mean, like you're saying, both ends of the ice, penalty kill, power play, penalty kill, 5-on-5, just doing everything. And I think it's sometimes you got to be patient on players like that are brought in for that situation. Like, he wasn't brought in to be top 6 forward, like I know you paid him a lot of money, but there's a reasoning why Chris Drury brought him in, and it's paying dividends right now. I mean, he's been awesome. So
how many guys today? Let me think. So you had the 4 goal scorers or the 3 goal scorers
that had multiple goals.
No, guys that had
for the Rangers.
points. Guys that had points. So you had 3 goal scorers. All right, we could break down. So the Lafreniere goal, first assist was
Trouba and Trocheck,
and then Trouba got the secondary.
Yeah, because he had manned it.
And then Gaudreau, the first Gaudreau was Schneider and Cooley. So that's what? 3, 4, 6.
Was it just Lafreniere? Did Igor get an assist on Lafreniere's goal?
No, it was Trouba. Or Trouba got the secondary assist on both of them. Trocheck was the primary on the first one, and then the second Lafreniere goal was that Miller.
Just Miller?
No, it was Miller and Trouba. Trouba got both secondary assists on both Lafreniere's goals.
Like 2 points, 4 penalties.
I know.
What did you think about that hit?
Trouba hit?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I could see why they call it. I mean, I could see why they call it. I understand. It was up there.
Yeah, I thought
I don't think they were giving him the Rempe treatment.
Yeah, I also didn't think it shouldn't have been a 5-minute majors because he didn't make head contact.
Yeah,
I think he did, elbow him in like the shoulder neck area, but yeah, I didn't really think there should have been much more than I guess double minor because he took the freaking slash before that. But I thought the refs were horrible in the first period.
Yeah,
not good.
Talk about a guy that had a rough game. Just talk about the refs. that Mika, he gets hit in the mouth with a stick, bleeding, and doesn't even get a penalty.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's not a penalty though.
No, yeah, but it's just unfortunate for him. Take a
I mean, none of those guys
to the
play
mouth,
well.
and you don't get anything out of it.
Dude, I still think he's like insanely like trigger shy. Like,
yeah,
he doesn't shoot the puck at all.
On
which is frustrating.
I believe it was the Forsling goal where they tied it. It was an awful sequence from Mika. You have the icing, and then you lose the face-off clean in your own zone. And obviously they snapped over Forsling, and he puts it over glove side on Igor. But I would like to see more out of Mika and Panarin moving forward. I didn't think
them. I mean, Kreider, I guess, kind of gave himself some, leniency or leeway because he had that like Chris Kreider performance in Game 6 of the last series. But
yeah,
I feel like at the end of the day, that's in the past. I'm not discrediting that, but it's like, what have you done for me lately? And it's great if you win a hockey game, but the goal is to win the cup, and they need those three guys to come through. And it's shocking to me that in those 2 wins, what do they have? Like 1 point combined, I think, those 3 guys.
Because Panarin
had assist on the Churchill goal, right? He had the secondary one. And then, I don't think Kreider or Bergev have any other points. So in these 2 games, your guys have had 1 point, and then it was a kind of it was a secondary assist too. So you need these guys coming up, but they won 2 games because of Igor.
Yeah, exactly. And it hasn't been that those core of guys like Panarin, Kreider, Mika, those guys that we've talked about a lot. It's been Gaudreau, Wenberg today, Lafreniere. Those are all your goal scorers, which is it's crazy. What? Only 4 guys have scored a goal in this series, right? Gaudreau, Lafreniere, right? Wenberg. Oh no, Trocheck, and then Gaudreau, 4.
Was he the last guy on the card, you think? Because I mean, obviously Rempe's not playing for the Rangers to score.
Gaudreau?
Not counting the defense. For Wenberg, I'm saying for the Rangers to score the overtime winner.
Oh, yeah, probably. I mean, especially with the history there. Not really history, the recent stuff where he can't hit the back of the net to save his life.
That's funny though. Hockey is such an insane sport. How you can get the beat out of you, not physically. I thought they were hitting pretty good today, but just like in the general sense of how the game was going, they were getting dominated. Like if you saw like the shot attempts where it was like the Panthers had like almost it was shot attempts, and they win the game on like a fluky deflection.
They said something about 69 shot attempts. They outshot them by or something. It was the most since like 2010.
Dude, they had like almost 100 shot attempts on that game.
Yeah. But I mean, statistically, not even just the shots, face-off wise, Florida was back. They beat us up in the face-offs. I mean, we were 11% lower than them. They were at 55%. We were at 44%. So they beat us up in the face-off circle. And then, the shot attempts were.
Another thing that I want to say, sorry for cutting you off, but
no, you're good.
Again, kind of just saying how it's like a funny sport or like weird, insane funny sport is Wenberg is a guy who like can't score for shit, right? Hasn't scored, hasn't been great offensively, and he gets the overtime winner. You know what I mean? Like that's insane. But sorry for cutting you off. You were saying about the shot attempts.
No, just the shot attempts, and then too, actual shots. They got outshot 38-23. So, they got. Beat up in even penalty minutes. Of course, the Rangers had 6 penalties. Some of them were questionable calls, but it's still 6 penalties. One of them they did have the
Rempe. I honestly, I didn't think the Wenberg call was or the Miller call was good either. I thought
I just
was a little bit of a dive.
Yeah, it just goes back to playoff hockey. We'd like to see them play. Let them play. Block shots. Rangers had a lot. 37-14, but that's also because they needed to block more shots than Florida. So that's not always a good number to lead in.
Like Loki, like I'm getting annoyed at the last 2 games because I guess they had kind of a case each of them, but I hate when the Rangers win and then the freaking Panthers like are looking at the thing and like they're looking at the tablet.
Oh yeah, it's happened 2 times.
It kind of ruins the moment a little, because you're like,
it's like they think they found something and they're gonna review it.
Count?
I don't even know what they were looking at.
I think they were seeing if it went maybe off his glove or something like that.
Glove, his hand.
It would have counted just because it wasn't like not a hockey play where it was like even if it went off his glove, I think it still would have counted just because like if he like physically like you saw him like punch out his hand and then hit it, it wouldn't have been a goal. But there was no I don't think it hit his hand. I think it went off the top of his shaft.
Yeah.
Great deflection. Lucky though.
Yeah,
Very
it was
lucky.
like,
But you need that in hockey.
yeah, completely fooled Bobrovsky. It was going right to him, and it went top shelf off his one brick stick. You know, it's crazy how it's just like you said, hockey. It's just crazy how that shot goes in,
It's a
or
weird
that
sport.
tipping goes in, and all the other shots, all the other great chances he's had, hit
Yeah,
off the post, saved, goes wide,
how many
whatever it
insane
is.
chances did the freaking Panthers have? I mean, it felt like Kachuk should have had like 4 goals in that one period, and just Igor was relentless. I mean,
There was that one stretch in the third where they couldn't get the puck out. It
at
was,
the
I
end of
think
the
it was,
period.
yeah,
It was at the end
and
of
it
the
was
period.
during one of the power plays too. It was that power
Yeah.
play. They couldn't get the puck out. Dude, it was like a minute and it was like 40 seconds left on the power play until they finally got the puck out. And it was the same group out there. Adam Fox, I literally thought was going to collapse on the ice. He could barely move.
All of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to get Adam Fox.
And Igor too. They zoomed in on him with the weird camera angles that ABC does. The puck was on the other end of the ice and they zoomed in on Igor.
Going to the bench.
You could tell, yeah. They'll show like some random dude. They'll show like, I don't know who's random, Will Cooley or somebody that's going to the bench, or Philip Hedl going to the bench when there's a 2-on-1 happening.
They're horrible. They're not good, but
and I will say that Bob Wischusen much better than McDonough.
Did you hear the LaGreca call was pretty good. He did a good job on the overtime winner.
LaGreca is really good. The ESPN guys, they're honestly so much like.
I hate Ferraro. He's annoying as shit. They're always trying to jinx the Rangers, and anytime it's good, they're like, "Oh, like the Rangers really got to start being better. They're getting beat to every puck." Like, yeah, we fucking get it. Shut up.
We're watching the game now. LaGreca's great.
Much better than freaking. I hate McDonough. I'm sorry.
Wischusen's good for ESPN.
He voice cracks. I just voice crack, but he voice cracks so much.
In the all-time leading tackler in the history of the
What is going on in the Park League, Joe? That was pretty good. That was really good. You like that one? Remember he said that? Right? He's like, what?
To be fair, McDonough is like under the weather. I think that's why I missed game 2. But even when he's not under the weather, he always voice cracks. Trash. The all-time leading.
I think the penalty was on this guy, and the guy's not even on the ice. You're like, oh, I think it's offside.
You know what I can't stand is when he seems surprised when a goal goes in. He's like, and a goal. It's like,
and a goal.
Are you watching the game? You're like, he sounds so confused anytime somebody scores. It's like it hurts my brain. It's like, how can you be the lead hockey announcer for ESPN?
I saw an interview with Lazarus and what are they? The Blue Crew?
The Blue Crew. I watched that too.
And he's like, when I heard hockey was coming back, I really pushed for it. I know, like, we don't like him that much. Like, nothing personal against him, but I think they should have went with Wischusen. I think he's way better. Yeah,
Wischusen's so much better. He shows so much more emotion. He's better too. It just seems like he knows the game more. Yeah,
he's better at reading plays when he's making the call. Like, a lot of times McDonough like struggles with like misses. I mean, like, no one's perfect. Obviously, a really hard sport to call, but like, it seems like he makes more mistakes than your average broadcaster, and like that's saying a lot. I mean, I think Rosen makes less mistakes, which is like an insane thing to say. Rosen's mistakes are worse. Like, Rosen, like, Hedl will score and he'll be like, "Oh, goal by Rempe. I meant Hedl." Yeah. But then he doesn't make the small mistakes, and he knows the game better, so he can kind of read and kind of know what he's about to say when a play happens. And a lot of times, I think McDonough kind of has like no idea what the hell he's doing.
I feel like too, McDonough as like a safety valve or whatever for himself. He always sends it down to Ray Ferraro so much more. Yeah. He's like, whenever he's confused, he's like, "Oh, what are you seeing down there?" Like, it would be at the most random time. Doc Emmerich, that's like the classic saying of like, you don't know how good you have it until you don't have it anymore. Dude, Doc makes all of these guys just sound so retarded.
I like
maybe retarded's not the nice
word. I think Albert's decent.
No, yeah, I'm talking about ESPN.
He's not Doc Emmerich though. You know who's good?
Albert's very good. I'm talking ESPN, like McDonough, Ray Ferraro. Wischusen's very good. Kenny Albert's great, but I mean that's TNT.
You know who's good? ESPN. Like, if you go back and watch like old games, was Gary Thorne.
Yeah, Doc Emmerich. Just the energy in the arena used to always sound so like. Remember when the Rangers won it against Canadians?
Yeah,
or not the Canadians, the Capitals.
Oh, the Capitals. Yeah.
And it was like,
bye,
dude,
Girardi.
the play, it just sounds so much like, I don't know, he was amazing. Nah, Sean McDonough's not even in his league, but
Sean
who
McDonough's
cares? Rangers are up 2-1. That's all that matters. Game 4 will be Thursday or Tuesday. I keep saying Thursday.
Tuesday
I got to
o'clock.
focus on a game at a time. I'm getting greedy now. Thursday, I want that, dude. Thursday, they win it at home. Please.
One game at a time. One game at a time. We can say this. There will be 6 games in this series. So the Panthers are going to have to beat the Rangers twice at home.
So you really think that the Panthers will win game 4?
Wait, I made a mistake there, but they're gonna have to win another game at the Garden. That's what I'm saying. Like the Panthers.
Well, yeah, they can't. They have to play another game.
Panthers would have had to win a game on the road. The Panthers didn't have to, I think.
Yeah.
If they won both these games, and then
they were up.
You know what I mean? So now now they have to win another game on the road. That's what I'm saying. The Panthers.
Yeah.
Like if they won this game, they could have won in 6 and not had to win a game on the road, like another game. But it's a playoff hockey at this stage. I don't think that matters too much. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just we said it's split in Carolina at least.
Fuck the split. Let's get a fucking 3-1.
Or not Carolina, Florida. No, I know, but I'm saying like going.
I know. I know. That's what I was saying. Like get this to 2 out of 3 at the beginning of the series.
But now you got to say, now you got to get greedy. You got to win. You win Tuesday, and then you're up 3-1. You have one game. You have 3 games to win 1.
I got a quick question. Do you think what is the Panthers' mindset? Is it we dominated that game? It's okay. Like we're fine, or is it more like holy shit, we dominate that game and we still can't score against Igor?
I think losing's losing. I think it's I think back-to-back overtime losses are brutal, especially one at home where you dominated, like you mentioned. And the thing is, too, they had all the momentum going overtime. They had a really good forecheck at the end of regulation.
Early in the overtime, they were all over them.
Yeah, and too, I think what's going to make them so deflated is it was a tip-in by Alex Wenberg.
Yeah.
Like these guys, they know who these players are. I'm sure they realize that Wenberg hasn't done a whole lot. Like
maybe,
and now he tips it in.
Listen, this was all part of the plan. Lull Bobrovsky to sleep, have him do nothing for the second half of the game, and then he just is not ready for a deflection like that.
Yeah.
So,
wait, was the shot by Lindgren or Gustafsson?
It was Lindgren. It was
Lindgren.
The 2 guys that I hate the most. I don't hate Wenberg actually. I just think he's a little.
Wait, you don't like Lindgren?
No, I hate Roslovic. He got the secondary assist because he passed it back up to the point.
Oh well, yeah.
Kako on for the game-winning goal.
Yeah,
I thought he was good today. I thought he played a solid game.
Yeah, good enough. That's all you can ask for.
But
all right, this is a deflating. Big win for the Rangers, but this is deflating when it comes to the goal scoring picks because
we're on a little bit.
I got Lafreniere in there today,
right? Game 6, right? I got Kreider.
I do. So. No, I'm done. I got game 4. I got Panarin. He ain't scoring in game 4.
Who do I have in game 4? I think I have Lafreniere. I have Trocheck next game. All right, good.
You have Laff in 5.
Game 5. Overtime.
And I have Kreider in 5. Oh man, that stings. Panarin, I do not trust that he's going to score.
He's been like. I mean, I'm not going to just harp on him because you got to look at the 3 guys, but the 3 guys haven't been good. The power play's been bad. And you know what? A big part of that, I think people don't realize, which I think they should go to Gustafsson because I just think Fox can't move laterally well enough. You know what I mean? And I think that's a big thing in their power play where they make those passes and then Fox will cut into the middle and shoot. Yeah. He hasn't done that.
You know what's crazy about this? Yeah, sorry, you can go.
I was just saying, like, the power play has been, like, horrible. We're down, what? If you count the shorthanded goal, it's 3-1 in the short special teams. But power plays, they have 3. We have 0 goals on the power play, and the series is 2-1 us. So that's insane. If you told me that the Rangers would be losing the special teams battle, I would be like, no way, we're winning.
No, exactly. You're spot on, and just thinking too. You know what's crazy about the series? I don't know we can close things up after that. But last series and the first 2 series, it was a lot of. Mika, Kreider, Panarin. It was the core, all those guys leading the way. This series, just thinking about goal scoring picks, like all the mess around picks, Gaudreau, Wenberg.
Like,
even, I mean, I guess even to an not really to an extent, Lafreniere,
Well, he
but
doesn't
I
play
still
power
think,
play. He doesn't play power
yeah,
play, so you're not
exactly.
expecting him to
And
score
him
as
scoring
much.
2 goals in a game, you just don't expect that.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah, it's
I'd
crazy.
say, kind of wrapping it up, I'd say this. Listen, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you win as long as you win games.
W is a W.
They need the boys. They need a game from the guys. And then I'll say this too. I just thought of this off the top of my head because I was thinking about this the whole first period. If they came back and won, if they lost, I wasn't going to say anything.
W.
Game 3, the last game 3 of the Eastern Conference Final, to be played in Florida at 3 o'clock on a Sunday. The team that scores 2 power play goals in the first period, the last 2 times are 0-2.
That's what we like to see.
The Rangers scored 2 power play goals.
That's extensive research.
The last time that a team scored 2 power play goals in the same period of game 3 in Florida, played in Florida, the team is lost. So,
how about an update? 2 wins. Rangers win. Look at this right here. Fantasy baseball win.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Yankees came back and won.
Oh, no, they didn't win. But not the trifecta. We didn't get the trifecta today.
That's
not
fine. Yankees.
I mean, you're rolling. You can't ask for,
They took 2 out of 3
the
against
Yankees.
a decent team.
Yeah, like the sports gods, the Rangers weren't supposed to win that game, and they did. So they need to hand the Yankees a loss because it's just too much happiness.
What a Memorial Day weekend, though. 2 wins.
Enjoy it.
Tomorrow's gonna rain, but people are hopefully
doesn't matter.
Fun. I will be
making it rain.
I'm gonna be eating. I'm gonna take a shower, and I think I'm gonna take a nap. I'm exhausted.
I'm gonna eat, shower, and then well, actually,
no school tomorrow, right? So
yeah, actually, I jumped in the shower right after the game while I was waiting for you. So I'll eat, and then probably just watch Sunday Night Baseball and watch the Wenberg clip about 100 times, and then go to bed and wake up 2-1.
Let's go Rangers.
Let's go Rangers. We will talk to you guys after Game 4 Tuesday night. So see you then.